welcome to Being Abundantly Successful, where we cook together, eat together, and we think of new ways that are creative in displaying a successful lifestyle. It could be as simple as going on a shopping trip, exercising, eating, preparing a simple meal on a budget. We do it all. Entertain and to think of new ways to make creative income, time with your family, and to balance your work and family life, which is very important. So we're going to prepare a meal. This is one of my favorite meals. We all eat and prepare meals differently. The way I'm preparing it today may not be the way you prepare it. This is the way I like it. So I'm going to show you how I prepare chicken Parmesan with spaghetti noodles and sauce. First, I've already washed my hands and I have some hand sanitizer here. And you have to make sure that you thoroughly wash your meat, which I did. And this is all natural stock meat. I have some seasonings here that I generally season all. Garlic powder, meat tenderizer, vegetable oil, which is good so that it won't stick to the pan, onion powder, accent, which gives it flavor and brings out the flavor, pepper, Parmesan with Romano cheese, chunky tomato, garlic, and onions, ragu, which is a spaghetti sauce that I like, seasoned salt, and lemon pepper. Alright, I'm going to use those seasonings, and also you're going to have the noodles, which will boil those. And I have my eggs scrambled, and then I put a little bit of milk to saute the meat, and to make it kind of makes your crust more softer, not as crisp, but you can make it crispier if you cook it a little bit longer. But it gives a nice soft crispy crust. So I did my batter with my eggs and milk. Here I did a batter, but I also put seasoning in my flour batter. So I did that with seasoning, salt and pepper, and I put a little bit of accent to bring out the flavor. And this is my scrambled egg mixture. Alright, so I'm going to heat the stove on medium high because I'm going to prepare it on the stove, and then I'm going to place it in the oven once I place the cheese on there. And I have some cheese, but I kept it in the refrigerator so that it won't start to melt with the room temperature. And I have a pot of water so that I could place the noodles in. I'm going to turn this on medium heat. And I'm going to apply the noodles to the pan, the pot. Now I'm going to apply oil. I usually use like half a top full. And this helps it not stick to the pan. Because sometimes noodles stick together if you cook them, overcook them. And I try not to overcook them. So I'm going to cover it for now. And I'm going to let that boil on a little bit medium-high heat. And here the pan is on medium-high heat. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the pan so that the meat will not stick once it's browning and the crust is forming. Alright. Now I'm going to season my meats. I'm going to start with meat tenderizer because sometimes I like my meat tender. Sometimes it's a little tough depending on where you purchase the meat from. This is all natural meat. And put some lemon pepper on there. I'm going to put some garlic powder. Put some onion powder, I'll do the accent last. I'm going to put some pepper, brown pepper. I'm going to put some salt. I like a lot of seasoning, as you can see. And I'm going to put my favorite seasoning, seasoned salt. I'm going to put it on both sides. It's going to be well seasoned. Alright. And then I'm going to add accent to bring out the flavors in the meat. Alright, once I do that, and my pan is getting warm, I'm trying to wait for my oils to warm up. As my oil warms up, I'm going to apply the meat to the egg mixture and then to the flour, and then I'm going to place it in the pan and cover it so that it can get a nice crisp. Oil is getting warm. Alright, I hear it bubbling, so it's ready to get the meat. So I'm going to place the meat inside of the egg mixture. I'm going to saute it really well. Now I'm placing it into the flour. I'm going to make sure the flour is completely covering all the meat. Alright, so I'm going to place it in the pan. Just be careful because grease tends to pop. It gets hot. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Alright, that's perfect. Alright, I'm going to saute this as well. The second piece of chicken. Alright, so both pieces of meat are in the pan. I'm washing my hands to get the flour residue out of my nails and my fingers. Once I wash my hands, I'm going to dry them thoroughly, and I'm going to use this to cover it. Because you really don't need the noodles to be covered as they boil. And I'm going to move this out of the way. And as it cooks, we'll talk about success. Hey successors, this is Shelly from Being Abundantly Successful and also social media, S-Bell, social media marketer. I am here to tell you about success. I usually don't do these types of videos, but I thought today I would just be real and open with you y'all. Success can be a very stressful journey, and it can be very rewarding. It just depends on where you are in the process. Success can be as little as a milestone, such as getting your EIN number, which is free, or purchasing a facility for a small business, or owning and operating a multi-million-dollar business. It is all up to you and where you are in the process. And that takes work, that takes dedication, that takes time, that takes efforts, that takes isolation sometimes, because sometimes even the ones you love the most, like your children, may not understand. They may think that, oh, mommy, or daddy, or auntie, or grandma, I need you right now. I need you to help me with this, help me with that. It's like a right now need. And sometimes you have to sit them down and explain to them, hey, right now, mommy, grandma, daddy, sister, brother, it just depends on who you are, your adopted family or your foster family, where you are in the process, and explain to them, hey, I'm doing this so that you can have a better life. I'm doing this so that you won't have to go through the things I went through, that money may not be an issue, you may save for college or whatever goals that you all may have. But it's important that you include them in somehow at a level that they understand according to their age, because some children may not understand. Even you think they may understand because they're a little bit older, but they really may not understand. So you may say, hey, this is mommy's time. Do you mind going to the computer doing this while I do this? Or do you mind helping me prepare this meal, and we could do this together. It's something that you usually would do on a daily basis, but you're including them in, and that makes them not feel left out and want to draw all that attention that they may not receive. So I think being successful does require a balance, because work life can be long hours and some days can be short hours. You have to create a balance, and some days you have to say, hey, I'm not doing anything at all. I just need time to just rejuvenate, time to relax, time to reinvent, to be creative, think of new ideas, and all those things. Got the Parmesan chicken out of the skillet, nice and crisp. I've put some sauce on it, and I've applied some cheese. I did 2 different types of cheese this time. Usually I just use Parmesan cheese, but I used 2 different types of cheese this time. And the noodles look great. They're all finished cooking, and I'm going to place this lovely Parmesan in the oven. And we have our chicken Parmesan with spaghetti noodles, dinner for 2. It's me and my daughter right now. She didn't want to help me cook today, but that's all right. But I love you, and I wish you the best, and I pray that you have an even better week than you did last week. Until next time, encourage yourself, encourage someone else, and continue to be abundantly successful.